MineCRAF is civil engineering. Minecraft and Roblox and Animal Crossing in a way, because you're building a structure, you're building a place, and that's part of what civil engineering is all about. So shout out to all you pro civil engineers who don't even realize it. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. My name is Ria and welcome to The Engineer in Me. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and check out @The Engineer in Me on Instagram. So in this video, we're going to be talking all about civil engineering, which is one of the 4 major overarching disciplines. Get it? Because civil engineering has to do with structures and overarching, and so arches are structure. Nobody? No? So what exactly is civil engineering? Let's get our definition out. So we have researcher Ria here with our civil engineering definition. Civil engineering is the improvement of the quality of built environments and natural landscapes through designing, creation, and maintenance. So basically, what civil engineers do is they work with different architectural structures and infrastructure like buildings, dams, canals, bridges, and of course arches, in order to build those and create them in a sustainable way to help the built and man-made environment. They also work with transport systems and clean energy, food, and water. A civil engineer is someone who innovates new ways to solve problems, creatively think around solutions, think outside the box and in an unconventional way, collaborate with different people to overcome bigger challenges, and apply STEAM principles in different engineering applications, while also questioning the world around them. So within civil engineering, there are different sub-disciplines like structural engineering, architectural engineering, geotechnical engineering, water engineering, and of course within that you can specialize in different areas that you're most interested in, like environmental or sustainability. And some related careers are like construction management and working with architecture, being an architect, or construction projects. So some examples of civil engineering jobs are being like a surveyor, somebody who's going and looking at the land and that you're working with to figure out dimensions and natural features of the landscape. Or you could be a CAD technician, which is somebody who builds and models houses and structures online in software before actually building them. And building engineers and water engineers who focus specifically in a different area of civil engineering. So a little bit of history about civil engineering. Civil engineering really originated when people started moving away from nomadic lifestyles and they had to start settling down in places where they needed to build structures and shelters. And then when civilizations and cities started to rise, they wanted to build impressive architecture and buildings to show off their city, and places for gathering and places for different functions like the palace of the pharaoh or the queen and others like that. The first ever engineer on record is Imhotep, and he is from approximately 2600 BC in Egypt. He was the first engineer, and he actually was working with a lot of structures and pyramids as well. So throughout history, there have been a few major civil engineers who we remember, like John Smeaton, who worked during the Industrial Revolution to create windmills and water wheels and turbines. And then Benjamin Wright is known for creating some of the most used canals that we have in the United States, like the Erie Canal and the Delaware and the Hudson. So in order to go into civil engineering, most people get a bachelor's degree in college with a major in civil engineering or a related discipline like civil engineering technology, or a specialization that they know that they want to go into early on. When you're looking for college majors, you should look to make sure that school or that major is ABET certified, which is the Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology. And then from there, you can get certifications and licenses for your area to practice civil engineering. And as well as people tend to get master's degrees to help with promotion and rising through companies. And with civil engineering, people have the option of going into private sector or public sector jobs, like municipal and government work versus individual contracts or working with international companies and corporations. And so for younger people looking to get into civil engineering, an important part is doing research into civil engineering and figuring out if that's what you want to do in college. And something that you can do for that is actually interviewing people who are civil engineers or teachers who teach civil engineering, as well as joining different STEM and engineering related clubs so you can learn more and actually have some hands-on experience with those topics. In high school, what you can do is actually take classes in physics and take electives and technical electives if they're offered at your school. And one thing that you can do is look at like dual enrollment classes or online classes that you can take that relate to that field. And so like with high school, I'm really fortunate. I go to a STEM academy school. So in my school, we actually have an elective called civil engineering and architecture that we have the option to take. And a lot of people take that who are interested in civil or urban design or environmental engineering. And our teacher is really good for that. I mean, it's actually a running joke throughout our school that everybody who is in civil engineering loves concrete, and just the mention of concrete will just excite them. Like I remember one of my friends was telling me a story about how they went to Twisty Treat to get ice cream and they were looking at the concrete on the sidewalk and thinking like, how much does this concrete cost? How would they put it in? And so that's another thing that you can definitely go into with civil engineering. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching wherever you are, whenever you are. See you guys next time. Ray-Ban and HP, please sponsor me. Buildings and structures and houses. MineCRAF.